because everybody's in bed. Everyone's tied together. It's all one big blob of crap. YouTube and Google would have censored his video into non-existence.
I've noticed here
in
in this new place that it's made that there's a zigzag all the way from one door to door, and I've never seen that before. And it's an awesome place to do this kind of. It's almost like Jing Yi Quan's, like it's all forward, but you got to step like to the side, and it like you'll step to the side and it blasts out to the side, but it's still forward. It's kind of it's like a different kind of, but you can still exercise circular motions if you know how.
Both sides wondering, where is the truth? Where is the real story? What is really going on? They're so muddying the waters right now. People are just throwing their hands up and saying, well, forget it. I'll just go vote, or I won't vote. But I'm just going to go vote. I don't care. I've already made up my mind.
Somebody in the chat just said, maybe all the emails from Assange are a psyop to make us fearful and know who is boss no matter what. They caused a lot of euphoria and then grief and a whole gamut of emotion, which is exactly what MK Ultra mind control is. That was from Ms. Hologram Healer. What do you think of that?
I agree. I agree with her. I think that's a valid statement, because we don't really know the source, or let's call it.
That's why the reason in
used to hack these
a Book of Five Rings, he says that
because
in a close quarters like that, you don't use your long sword. You actually use your what you call your companion sword, which is a smaller sword. Basically, they're just two dull metal practice swords with a tip on them. They'll still hurt something. I wouldn't recommend doing this neither, unless you're pretty good at it like I am, and I don't never damage anything. And we all trust each other around here. I definitely wouldn't recommend doing it like in a place where people don't trust you. But personally, Musashi also explains two kinds of technique. Dojo technique, which is like, that's like, alright, for instance, that's like, say football players, say they just played a game of football, no pads, and two-hand touch or whatever, but professional dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's a place where there's rules and regulation and everything's standard. The floor's flat, the area's measured out, and then you have outdoor combat, which is the conditions change. It could rain, it could snow, the ground could be unlevel, it could be stones. If the ground was stones, like gravel, and you picked a night battle, you'd be able to hear because of the stones. Like, like who names the terms in the area. This is all about a stratagem. But not having any limitations in any area, you won't rely so heavily upon your stratagem to get it all the way down. Let me see how far away you can see it in there. Back window. Maybe that one would be better. But anyway, it says someone who is good at indoor technique, dojo technique, but this isn't dojo technique neither, because this is awkward environment. Like, look, if you were fighting right here, if you knew the fan was behind them, and then you made them back up, they trip over the fan, then you attack them, for instance. Or there's a wall behind, a push out in the open, and they might fly back, they could fall, but a push into a wall is like you get a hit too. So I mean that's part of the game too, is knowing how to. It's like you want to make obstacles that are hard for others, but you yourself, it's not an obstacle because you've trained yourself to overcome them. It's kind of like a hurdler, okay? Tenny, jogger, this jogger could be one badass, the fastest. But look, you throw a couple hurdles up in there, it could throw him off because he's not a professional hurdler. So, I mean, in a way, it's a swordsman, an expert swordsman in the dojo. But then you take him out in the freaking woods where the ground is muddy. There's freaking tigers and bears and oh my out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta understand how to utilize them both, and other situational places, because you can practice anywhere. It is wax on, wax off. So everything doesn't gotta be I'm trying to kill you. It could just be simple things, trying to how to correct your body posture, how to move better, how to be more finesseful. It saves energy, and if you're finesseful and you're happy when you're doing what you do, you're whistling while you work, it's a better state of mind that will make you actually live longer.
Why you out of breath?
Huh?
Why you out of breath?
From talking.
Quit smoking so much.
Yeah. It would help. No, hey. Ain't that
I
the
know
irony
it's
of-
hard.
Hey,
We're gonna die from a nuclear
Hey.
bomb, but come on,
ain't
you
that
wanna
the
be
thing
able
too?
to breathe,
Listen,
don't you?
it's like this.
To the last
The man
minute.
who sit here and practices all this knife throwing and ninja stuff and all that smokes too much. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. Then I'm all about this healing thing, but I don't know, man. Yep. Many people
Oh
have
no.
gone into the smoking problem.
Military told to stand down Hillary to be installed as president. This is so sickening, man. I'm gonna vomit. Vomit. Breaking. Rome devastated by tornadoes and floods. Woo! Come on, Jesus. Rain down on him.